This time of the year is also a peak season for many illegal activities as criminals find innovative ways to rob victims. Hijackers are now targeting motorists at toll gates. Roads agency Sunwell says it's increased security at these points around the country following a recent incident. Bizztracers fraud investigator Calvin Rafadi joins me to speak about this very worrying trend. Thank you so much for your time, Calvin. We do appreciate it. We've seen that video circulating on social media of a car passing through a toll gate and then stopping just before it exits, trying to hijack and rob other cars and other people in other vehicles. This is, of course, going to be very worrying and concerning if you're not even safe at a toll gate. Tell us what you're finding.
All right. Good morning, Heidi, and thanks for the invite. What really happened, this particular toll gate, everybody was thinking that is a toll gate at Nail Plaza, which is the Limpopo toll gate. But the police came out of Limpopo and refuted the claim that it's not part of their toll gate. So obviously we took the liberty to check which particular toll gate is this, and only to find out it is the toll gate called Horsforth N17 Toll Plaza, which is situated in Joburg, right before, at the off-ramp of Germiston towards Brakpan. But what really happened is there's a particular white Golf GTI, which sandwiched a Toyota Fortuner, which is a diesel Fortuner. So before even the victim could pay or come out of that exit of the toll gate, and there's three male guys who went quickly to his car, took out the guns, and then only one came back to the Golf, and then the two sped off with that particular car. So it is a worrying trend. But besides, remember the other time we covered that even at your food outlets or your other drive-thrus, this particular syndicates, they come and target you there. The reason being, they are the food soldiers. So those type of cars, they are orders from the big fishes, and they are on high demand for them to be sold across in most of the SADC region. So this particular food soldiers, they come out and hijack these particular vehicles anywhere as they feel like.
Are we concerned that this is expected to increase? Because as I mentioned in my introduction, it seems as though criminals are finding more ways and different ways to rob and to hijack or whatever it might be. And given the festive season with the high volumes of traffic that we will be seeing at these various tolls, is there a concern that this could increase?
Yes, indeed, it could increase as long as we don't expose the modus operandi frequently of this particular syndicate, and then the police must also know what they are dealing with. So, like in essence, what we are trying to say, these particular people, they are tool of trade. They only in possession of firearms, a stolen vehicle that they use to hijack, and also they've got what we call a cell phone jammer to jam the signal. Because with a tracking device of any vehicles of that nature or any other vehicle, what happened is they need to jam the signal of a SIM card of the tracking unit. So they become so bold, knowing that even when they can hijack a car any given time, anywhere, they are not easily found. But we've learned again that the police, they need to familiarize themselves with what we call National Road Traffic Act 176 and 185 of 2000. The reason why we're saying that, these particular criminals, what they do, they've got fitted blue lights on some of the vehicles that they use. Like if you look at that particular Golf GTI, on the very same route, there is one of the traffic, they call them the high-speed traffic unit. Now, they use the very same particular Golf. So if occupants or victims are stopped by any traffic officials, they will think that is the correct traffic officers, and yet maybe perhaps it's the criminals. So what we are saying is most criminals, they use this particular lights. Some of these lights, they are not even blue, they are off-white lights. Even as they are getaway, or you see them driving on yellow lanes, as the getaways, and they are not easily found. So we urge the police to even stop cars that are having blue lights or white lights on their dashboard, because it could be the cars that is just been hijacked, or they are moving with stuff that is not legal in that space.
And of course, motorists must be very cautious and careful and really be aware of their surroundings, because oftentimes we find that people might not be alert. You're at a toll gate, you don't think that anybody is going to try and block you, but maybe just some tips with regards to what motorists can be on the lookout for.
Yes. One has to be very vigilant. You check your surroundings. If you don't feel safe, maybe to enter at a particular maybe food outlet or parking, then you can see some strange moves. Just move away. But if you are caught up at the corner with these particular criminals, we kindly urge most of the listeners to surrender. Give these people what they want, a car. I mean, your life is more precious and valuable than the material itself. And another thing, if they pull out a gun on you, just raise up all your hands. Even, taking out just taking off your safety belt can put your life in danger, because they might think that you are pulling out a gun. So do not look at them in the eye. Just be calm and don't try and be a hero. So that what we are saying is these particular people, most of them, as we said before, they are under the influence of drugs. It's a hierarchy game. They want to belong in the gangs. That's why they call each other with some funny nicknames, shotguns and what. It derives from them being trigger happy and wanting to belong into the group. So people must be vigilant. Do not, as you travel, do not just stop anywhere on the side of the road to refresh. Go to a place where it is safe, and just be safe out there. And we urge other motorists, do not drive around Hillbrow tonight, because as we all know, Hillbrow and Yeoville, most of the time around this time of the season, can be so dangerous, whereby people, they throw stuff out of the window and your car can get damaged, or you can be involved in one of their criminal activities and come across being in jeopardy.